From high atop Healthcare Hill in Central Maryland, this is BSN Headline News. Today's top story is Bon Secours Health System has developed a nurse sepsis expert credentialing program. In an effort to drastically reduce the incidence of sepsis in hospital patients, Bon Secours Health System has developed the Nurse Sepsis Expert Credentialing Program. Sepsis is an overwhelming and often fatal systemic infection in which the immune system's reaction to an infection may injure body tissue far from the original infection. People most at risk for developing sepsis include the very young and very old, individuals with compromised immune systems, very sick people in the hospital, and those with invasive devices like urinary catheters or breathing tubes. And while prevention is always the best method, Bon Secours has developed the Nurse Sepsis Expert Credentialing Program to provide a standardized curriculum for hospital nurses to become proficient in the preventions and treatments of sepsis. And as part of clinical transformation, the Institute for Nursing Practice will be overseeing the program. Now, sepsis is not new to Bon Secours acute care settings, but in spite of progress in reducing the incidence of sepsis, it continues to contribute significantly to mortality rates everywhere, including Bon Secours. Nationally, it has been shown that when hospital nurses are educated in sepsis prevention and treatment, sepsis is likely to occur less often, be less severe, and less often fatal. According to Pam Hash, MSN RN, Director of the Institute for Nursing Practice, the nurse's role as a bedside practitioner is critical to achieving a reduction in sepsis mortality in Bon Secours Health System. So Bon Secours' plan includes empowering bedside clinicians with knowledge as well as structures and processes that support quality patient care for more positive patient outcomes. Additionally, by supporting a unit-based approach with champions trained in sepsis prevention and treatment leading the teams, Bon Secours feels that we can deliver the best results that are sustainable over time. To find out more about the Nurse Sepsis Expert Credentialing Program, go to IRIS and search for the term sepsis. At Bon Secours, good help begins with you, and the Institute for Nursing Practice knows that one of our greatest assets for fighting sepsis is knowledgeable nurses. So watch for details and sign up today for the Nurse Sepsis Expert Credentialing Program. In other news, as part of HIPAA, the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act of 1996, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services enacted the Privacy Rule to set national standards for the protection of personal health information. A major goal of the Privacy Rule is to ensure that patients' health information is properly protected while still allowing the flow of health information for high-quality health care. One of the key elements of the Privacy Rule is the principle of minimum necessary use and disclosure. Healthcare providers are required to use, disclose, and request only the minimum amount of protected health information needed. The minimum necessary rule includes: do not access protected health information unless you need it to do your job. Access only the minimum information needed to do your job. Share only the minimum information necessary for the other person to do his or her job. Do not release the entire health record unless it is specifically required, and communicate the information securely. Avoid emailing it if possible. Good security begins with you. Keep protected health information safe. Security Sam says, to be safe, secure, and on track, remember to use the right tool for the job. Finally, in a press release dated September 23, 2010, Ethics Point announced that Bon Secours Health System won the Best Ethics and Compliance Portals contest for 2010. In conjunction with Ethics and Compliance Officer Association's annual conference, judges evaluated ethics portals on their corporate responsibility, overall clarity of message, quality of the user experience, and effective integration with an overall governance, risk, and compliance program strategy. Ethics Point is a recognized innovator in helping organizations raise visibility and mitigate operational risk. And Bon Secours Health System was recognized for its ability to showcase best practices in business ethics, compliance, and communications. According to Jeff Oak, Vice President and Corporate Responsibility Officer, each Bon Secours employee and all of our partners and collaborators play an important role in advancing the mission and values of Bon Secours, and we want to hear from them. We take all inquiries and reports of potential misconduct seriously and follow up in a way that preserves confidentiality. You can find out more about the award at www.ethicspoint.com. To get to the award-winning portal, go to www.bonsecoursvaluesline.com. Well, that's it for this week. Stay tuned to this portal for future up-to-the-minute information on these and other stories on BSN Headline News. I'm Dave Schlachter. Thanks for joining us. BSN Headline News is a production of Bon Secours Productions and is solely responsible for its content.